leaders and expose their hypocrisy and their ignorance. He was seen by the people as both powerful and wise. And his renown spread among the people, and many flocked to him to hear him preach and teach, and to have their sickness healed, and to have their loved ones and their friends be set free from demonic influences. He was the news of the town. It was a spectacle. They have never seen such kind of a person in their lifetime. Jesus became very, very popular. If there was such news today of such kind of a person that would perform miraculous healing, we would see the same effect of that person's popularity spreading fast. He would become the talk of the town. People will flock to that person. I remember like 15 or 20 years ago, there was this quote-unquote faith healer came to the Philippines. I think he's of the Roman Catholic kind, and I remember that many people would say, oh, there is a faith healer. Let's go look for him. And even some of my staff in our office did the same. He was a talk of the town, no? Because, oh, miraculous healer, nandito, no? Faith healer. So that is the effect of somebody who's popular or who performs miracles, quote-unquote miracles. No? So a similar reaction when somebody popular, we always flock to that person, right? Tignan mo na lang yung mga K-pop, no? BTS, ano yan, Blackpink, no? Or people flock to them. Sorry na lang sa mga Rod Stewart fans na cancel daw in yung concert next month, no? So you see, some people, a lot of us, no, not just some, a lot of us, no, when somebody's popular, we go flock to that person. Jesus was popular. That's why lots of people were flocking to him, were following him. But we also see that in spite of the positive reception among many people, Jesus also had people who were opposed to him, mainly the Jewish religious leaders. This is true before as it is now. Someone who is doing good and becomes popular will have many followers who would idolize and worship him, but alongside, he would also have critics and detractors. Alam niyo yan, no? Yung mga nasa social media, oh, ang dami mong followers. Oh, ilan ang subscribers mo? Ilan ang likes mo? Diba? We become influencers as much as we want to. And yet, you have your fair share of detractors as well, right? And bashers. No? So you cannot have just one side. No? You need to have the whole cake. You have followers, you also have detractors. That's how it is in social media. That's how it is in life, actually. So Jesus had many followers, many who liked him, many who subscribed to him by following him, hearing him out, no? Going into him, although in those days, it was more of a physical presence, not the digital presence. Wala pa po no internet. So, the religious leaders were his detractors. They were threatened by him because of his growing popularity and his influence among the people. And this came at the expense of their declining popularity and influence among the Jewish people. So, they confronted him to put him down. And they tried to discredit him by painting him as a violator of the law. But when Jesus won the argument against their accusation of being a lawbreaker, their popularity and their influence continued to decline. And this confrontation with religious leaders will continue to escalate and to intensify in the coming days. The situation was growing worse by the day for the religious leaders. They had to do something. They had to clip the influence. They had to clip the powers. They had to clip the popularity of Jesus. And so what did they do? They began to plot against him to eliminate him. And that's what we saw 2 Sundays ago, that the Pharisees went into some secret alliance with the Herodians, no, to plot to eliminate Jesus. Imagine, no? There's physical elimination. No? They wanted to kill Jesus. So, what does this tell us? Ministry work is not easy. There will always be opposition when we do the work of God. So don't be surprised that you yourself encounter difficulties and opposition when you do the work of God. In today's passage, we have read of how Jesus continued to minister to the people. He continued to preach, to teach, and to heal people. And many people came to be ministered to. He was becoming more popular by the day. And as he did his ministry work, we also read that there were people who tried to stop him from doing so. And we will discuss today three groups of people who tried to stop Jesus from his ministry work and study how Jesus responded to each of them. And in line with our quarter's theme of following Jesus, we will draw up the life application on how we can learn and follow Jesus through his responses to these three sets or these three groups of people. Now, I call this these groups of people who try to stop Jesus from doing God's work as potential showstoppers. And this is the title for today's sermon.